Good evening, everybody. This is Libby with Organize It. And here at Organize It, we're known as the most organized cleaning company in the world. And today I want to talk about a topic that some people may not like at all, especially the kids around. I want to talk about Christmas gifts. And should we be giving them? So at Organize It, we talk about and we help people live a minimalistic life, right? We help you go through your home, we help you purge, sort, organize, categorize, and create systems and processes within your home. We also help provide cleaning for your home. But I want to talk about gifting. And what better time to talk about this topic than Christmas? It is that time where everybody's out shopping. The roads are packed. Everybody's out shopping, driving like a mad person. And they're out gifting. And I want to talk about, like, should we buy gifts? How much should we buy? What percentage of the gifts that we buy are actually used? This is a topic that I find to be really intriguing, really interesting. And if my poor kids, I've never been a huge gift giver, and it has nothing to do with money and everything to do with, are they going to actually use it? Are they going to actually appreciate it? Do they even want it? I mean, nowadays, what do our kids not actually have that they want? That they actually need. So I want to get into just some topics, and I want to go deep on it. And I really want you to think outside the box. So, one of the biggest issues right now is that I want to cover is unwanted Christmas gifts. So the reason I got into this, and this happened a few years ago, was I saw people, when I would go into people's homes to help them organize and purge, when I saw the topic around people purging Christmas gifts that were given to them that they did not want, it didn't mean anything to them. They were just Christmas gifts that were given to them for the fact of having to give a gift. Or when I would go into a home and help organize the home during the holidays, they were buying gifts to just buy a gift. It was the point of the fact that they just had to wrap something, to put it under a tree, to say that they did it. So I want to talk about gifting and what are some different ideas that we can use when it comes to the holidays. So unwanted Christmas gifts are more significant than you may really realize, than you may think. So in a recent survey, there was a staggering $13 billion in wasted gifts, or $13 billion in wasted every year in unwanted Christmas gifts in the United States alone. $13 billion just in wasted on unwanted Christmas gifts in the United States. 13 billion. That's just the United States, just on Christmas, just on unwanted gifts. Right? So that means that 53% of Americans admitted to receiving at least one unwanted gift during the holidays. 53%. That means half. So this figure highlights that the extent of the gifts that are being the extent of gifts that are given are either being regifted, thrown out, or simply being unused. And our homes are already full of stuff. So let's not give people stuff that they don't want or they don't need. So, this equates, or this roughly equivalates to about this is a staggering number, 138 million adults facing disappointment and receiving something that they didn't need or want. 138 million adults. Typically this is not kids. Kids love everything. So these are large numbers, $13 billion being wasted with 138 million adults getting something they didn't want. So what can we do? So here are some ideas on what we can do. Um, so I have two topics. I have topics on what we can do as adults to look at regifting, or why we shouldn't, not regifting, but why we shouldn't purchase gifts for the sake of just purchasing. And then I have some tips for kids. I have Austin, he's 15. What do you buy the child that he doesn't already have? Yaya, who's 5, I mean, you could buy her anything and she would appreciate it. Absolutely. But, as people get older, as kids get older, I am not buying him something just for the sake of buying him something. It has to be meaningful. So let's get started. I'm just going to give you some tips. I'm going to give you 5 tips now on, really focusing on Christmas and its importance to consider the value of not overspending or not overbuying, but really aligning on really what is Christmas and what does it mean and what can we do differently. So, meaningful spending, right? We don't want to overspend. It can lead to stress, financial stress, and we're all financially stressed, or we're all stressed right now, whether it's financially or not. So I really want to encourage mindful spending. I'd rather you spend time with me than spend money on me. So let's not add to that stress. So let's make sure we're mindful when we're spending. Clutter reduction. Let's not add to people's clutter. Please, let's not add to people's clutter. As organizers, we're in people's homes every day and we see the amount of clutter that people have in their homes, and it doesn't need to be added to. So clutter reduction. Buying less means less clutter. This is particularly relevant in everybody's life, right? Whether you're a parent, you're single, you're a child. We want to continue to live in a clutter-free space and promote a peaceful and stress-free environment. Quality over quantity. This is a big one. Quality over quantity. Like, let's make sure that we're not just buying 20 little gifts just for the sake of making sure there's multiple items under the tree versus maybe one meaningful gift, something very nice that really provides value or something meaningful versus quantity, Sustainability. Reducing consumption is eco-friendly. People just buy, like I said, you don't know how many times we're in people's houses and we'll be going through clothes or items and people have just bought a dress at Ross just because it was on sale, just because it was $8. And that is a consumption-based mindset. We need to think of being more eco-friendly, and we really need to teach our kids this as well, making sure that they understand the importance of being environmentally conscious, but also consumption-based conscious. But really making sure we're not just buying to buy. And then fostering creativity, encouraging homemade gifts, or best of all, experiences. We all love experiences. We'd all rather have an experience than a sweater or a robe. We'd all love an experience, a connection, a personal connection. By far, I love experiences and personal connections because they don't take up any time. Not time. They don't take up any space in our home. They give us a memory and a feeling that we can take with us forever. So really look at fostering creativity, whether that's a project at home, a homemade project, or delivering an experience. And so something to look at for kids, right? During the holidays, we can teach our kids financial responsibility by making sure we're not just buying, teaching kids to purchase on a budget. We always did this with Austin when he was little. We gave him like $20 or $40, and we took him to the Dollar Tree And we told him he had to shop on a budget for everyone in the family, and he had to buy a gift for everybody. Appreciate or appreciation for what you have. Encourage your kids to declutter and donate old toys before Christmas. This is huge, guys. Really appreciate what you have. This is so big. Your kids are going to get toys. They're going to get toys from friends, from grandma, from aunts, from uncles. Let's purge now. Christmas is only a few days away. Let's purge over the weekend so that we can teach them to appreciate what they have now, and they can purge and make room for the new items coming into their life. And again, we're on the kid topic. Creativity and giving gifts. Involve kids in making homemade gifts. We used to do this all the time when the kids were younger, making ornaments out of clay, gifting those to family members. But they love to make gifts and gift them as sentimental items or real gifts of value. And then focusing on experiences. So, material items are okay, but you could focus or shift your focus on really giving your family an experience, right? Promote family quality time, especially if you're a busy parent or entrepreneur like myself. Giving your family an experience is an amazing gift. In a whole family experience, the whole family together. And then really teaching your kids about being eco-friendly or practicing eco-friendly, sustainability, and choosing eco-friendly gifts, eco-friendly wrapping methods is great. We've used newspaper before, is always fun. To just really instill that early in them is a really fun thing to do. And then understanding, and this is big, and we just finished a holiday party with one of my companies, understanding the true spirit of the holidays. Teaching this to our kids. It's that Christmas is not about necessarily giving gifts. Encourage your kids to understand that Christmas isn't just about receiving gifts. It's about giving and sharing and spending time with loved ones. So I just wanted to jump on. I know everybody's out running around shopping and thinking about what should you buy. Oh my gosh, I haven't bought those last minute gifts. I don't know what to buy. Maybe you don't need to buy anything. Maybe taking someone out to a nice dinner. Maybe spending time with someone. Maybe giving someone an amazing experience, or just giving them the gift of you is the best gift of all. So it doesn't always have to be a material item. It can be something that you make. It can be your time. It can be an experience. I hope you guys are having an amazing holiday weekend. Again, Organize It. We're here for you, whether you need your home cleaned, organized, or decluttered. We have your back.